right? So I start flying in airplanes all the time. I start taking pictures outside the airplane and bring it into Photoshop, the line across it is perfectly straight. Then, of course, this picture comes out right here. Joshua Lewicki. Remember this picture? He says to the ABC News affiliate at the time, this guy says, what you're seeing here is a mirage. Now, immediately I looked at that and said, that's not a mirage. You know, they're upside down, wavy, distorted. They're not perfectly symmetrical, straight up and down, you know? No. So my friend Rick Hummer, who lives right in that area, was like, wow, you know, this news station is in his local area. And he's like, what is he talking about? We've all seen Chicago. In fact, he got in trouble in school for saying he could see Chicago when the teacher said that's impossible. It's like, I see it all the time. Right? So Rick Hummer and I determined we're going to just get in a boat and drive across that thing. And now, this is at the time when I was still very skeptical. I was calling myself a synthetic agnostic at the time. I was 100% the Bible said that it was flat. But I was claiming the scripture says, prove or test all things, right? So that's why I'm going to try to prove or test the Bible. And so I was calling myself a synthetic, meaning proceeding with inquiry and investigation, and agnostic, meaning not fully convinced either way. So I said, Rick, we got to get a boat. And my thinking was, if it's a mirage, then when we get close to it, it's going to magically disappear, and then the city will blow over the ball, and there will be. If it's just a city, then it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger in the camera. So it took us a better part of a year to finally get to the point where we had the money, the schedules worked out, and we could get the ship captain to agree to do it. And it finally all worked out. Actually, it was the weekend of my birthday, 2016. We went across the lake, and that changed everything for me. And at the same time that all that was happening, the news anchor actually got, that poor guy, he had no idea his little news, weather report was going to go viral like it did. The guy probably got slammed by Flatoberfest, calling him a shill or whatever. People going crazy on him with that whole thing. So he actually wanted to look into it further. So he went to a university near him to see if what he had said was accurate. Come to find out, what he said was not technically correct. This is a video that they did later explaining what they think is going on. And what they really did, though, at least for me, they showed me why the lower part of buildings can be obscured, and why sometimes the lower part of ships are missing at a distance and stuff like that. Listen to what they have to say.
So, is all this under barrage and then looming is under barrage, or what are the semantics of looming versus barrage?
Okay, well, that's all, I guess that's all in the details of the terminology. And from what I understand, technically, I think mirage has to have an inverted image, whereas there are other atmospheric effects such as looming or towering that are purely displacement, and you don't necessarily have to have an inverted image in order for refractive effects to occur in the atmosphere.
So they would all fall under the category of atmospheric refraction.
I guess that would be a good thing to say.
Okay, so again, this is their graphic. According to them, we know the Earth's a ball, so therefore, this is the way it's working. Chicago's over here on the left, we got the curve of the Earth here, and the light rays, which would normally be going straight across, have to be bent due to the atmospheric lensing, the density of the atmosphere and whatnot, causing the light to refract downward, basically just conveniently enough over the top of the bulge of the curve so that we can see it on the other side. Now, here's where I would differ with this whole idea. Again, just sort of flipping the board. Let's just say we don't start with any preconceived notions of the Earth as a globe. Let's entertain for a moment the completely absurd notion that water is flat and it always seeks its own level. And we're looking across a flat plain of water, 46 miles across. Check this image out right here. Now, I got this image shortly after Rick and I returned from our trip across the lake. We grabbed a bite to eat, then we went out to the beach, and it was still clear out, so we got the camera out and looked at 46 miles across the lake to see this right here. This image is extraordinary. Okay, the boat right here, I'm going to guess, is less than a mile away. And I base that because these people walking in front of the camera here are walking across some rocks that sort of jut out and kind of fence in the harbor area. And they are only about 1/4 quarter of a mile away from where we were when I shot this. I shot this image from right about here. This is where we were looking across, and this is the area right here where those people were walking. And the boat, as you can tell by the size of the people on the boat, was too much further beyond that. So maybe a half mile to a mile, at the most I would say, away from where we were. All right, now when I was headed back to Chicago to catch my flight, I snapped this picture of the Willis Tower. And this is, if you go on Google Earth, this is right about the area right here where I believe I was when I took that picture. Looking across, it's only about 0.6 of a mile. So I'm just a little over a half mile away, and look at the size of the tower as compared to the car that was diagonally in front of me. We were looking at this Willis Tower from this direction right here, when we're on the other side of the lake. Now, okay, so let me slide the car over and shrink it down to the appropriate scale beside the boat. Do you see something rather interesting here? This building is significantly magnified. The image on the left shows the size and scale of the building next to a car at 0.6 of a mile away. The image on the right shows the same building and the same car with a boat at 46 miles away. The atmosphere really is acting like a lens. What type of lens? A convex lens or a magnifying glass. So I'm going to suggest this is what's happening. The atmosphere is acting like a lens, which magnifies the city, brings it up a little closer, and as it does so, we start to lose a little bit of the bottom of the buildings, and perhaps due to density in the atmosphere, there's an additional refraction that takes place that makes it drop down even more. Just like we saw. Now this is a still frame from the half-hour video that I did, and the numbers you see there are all based on the numbers that Tony was giving me based on his device. His device said that it was 37 nautical miles, which is 42.6 static miles, but when you plot the same exact location that we were at, the exact distance you get on Google Earth is 46 miles. So you basically add about 4 miles to all the numbers that you saw in the half-hour video. But here's where it gets interesting, at least to me. Both of these pictures were taken with the same camera. Now, if you remember from the half-hour Chicago skyline video, I was saying I can see Chicago. We're about 42 miles away. I can see it. The problem is trying to get there. The camera's having trouble focusing on it because it's moving up and down, and it's so zoomed in. But I can totally see it. Rick was not zoomed all the way in. He was using my camera, the Nikon Coolpix P900, but he was only zoomed in about halfway when he grabbed the shot above. Now I know that when I got the image below, I was zoomed all the way in. Both these images were shot from the harbor area here. The red line at the top is where we were in the boat. We're just about to depart when I asked Tony to stop, and I got the camera out to shoot Chicago. And the lower red line is where we were on the beach when I took the picture on the bottom. So, and the distance between those two locations is less than a quarter of a mile. So it's negligible. We're still looking about 46 miles across either way. Now, here's the shot from the beach before I zoom in. Now I'm zooming in, zooming in, zooming in, and I'm going to stop it right about here. That's about halfway on the zoom, and I believe that's where Rick had the camera set when he took the picture above, based on the size of the building right here. I'm going to guess that he was about halfway. All right, so let's go ahead and continue the zoom. And this is zoomed all the way in. The Nikon Coolpix P900 has an 83 power optical zoom, and that little punch in right after that was the digital zoom afterward. It has a digital zoom that goes beyond the 83 power. I did not go all the way in with that. I just punched it a little bit because I wanted to frame it with the ship right there. So it's 83 power plus. So gonna guess it's probably the equivalent of about maybe 90 power zoom or so right here. Now let's bring the picture in from the halfway zoom, and I'm going to go ahead and bring our car back in and slide the picture in from Chicago, and I'm going to scale the car to the appropriate size to the boat right here, and go ahead and slide the car over to the building. So this is what the car and the building looked like at half zoom. So let's try something else here. I'm going to unfreeze the video and back it off so it goes backwards, and we're zooming out back to the shoreline. And now I'm going to bring it forward again, and let's see, right about here is where we have some fairly decent resolution where you can still make out the building. I'm going to zoom in here with the computer. This is a computer zoom right now on this still image. And I'm going to bring the other image in from the half zoom and scale the car over to the digitally zoomed in image of the almost completely zoomed out shot. And so you got three different zooms here. One almost completely zoomed out, one zoomed on about halfway on an 83 power optical zoom lens, and the one on the right, of course, all the way zoomed in with a little touch of digital zoom on top of that in the camera. And when looking at these images compared to the one on the left, which was just shot with my iPhone, I gotta tell you, it looks like it's being magnified to me, especially when you consider the fact that that building is like 45 miles away from that boat. It's 45 miles away. So, looks like there's some serious magnification going on here. And, you know, some of that could be due to the lens, I'll give you that. But I also know what I can see with my own eyes. Now, understand you may not want to take my word for it, so all I can say is go up there and do it yourself. But based on what I saw with my own eyes, as well as what the quote-unquote experts had to say regarding how the atmosphere can act like a magnifying glass, I'm still going to go with it as being magnified. There is a lot of water in our atmosphere. And I think if the atmosphere, especially of water, is made up of zillions and zillions of tiny convex drops of water, then collectively, perhaps they all combine to make one big convex lens, in which case it would act like a magnifying glass. Okay, so with that in mind, let's look up some websites dealing with the refraction of light. You might see a graphic, something like this, showing light bending downward, just like the weatherman guy said. And here's your typical graphic showing how light rays entering some sort of medium, like in this case water, refraction causes the light to bend downward. Now we've all seen pictures of, you know, a pencil or something in a glass of water, and how not only does refraction bend the image downward, it also magnifies it. I'm going to say that again. Water causes refraction, bending the image downward, and magnifies it. So this is important though. And let's just go back and hear from the experts once again what's happening with the atmosphere.
The science is the same of that of a lens. Here's a simple example.
So if you're looking at Chicago here, maybe now you can just see the top of the Sears Tower, and if our simulated temperature inversion moves into place, hopefully now you can see pretty much all of Chicago, including what's at ground level.
So the atmosphere really is like acting like a lens.
Yes.
Again, based on that imagery that I saw, looking 46 miles across versus 0.6 miles across, I really do believe, just like the experts said, the globalist guys, these are people who believe in the globe now. They are the ones that said, hey, the atmosphere really is acting like a lens. And they put a lens in front of the camera to show how it works. And I'll just do what they're doing. I went on Amazon and I got these plastic magnifying sheets and came up with another way of doing the same thing. Using the sheet right here, set the city up, a little cutout of the city, and now I've got the big magnifying glass sheet. Bring the camera right up to the lens. See, that's the normal view of the city. Now let's back up again.
The science is the same of that of a lens. Here's a simple example.
So if you're looking at Chicago here,
The atmosphere really is like acting like a lens.
yes.
Atmosphere really is acting like a lens, and this is how much of the city is missing due to the lensing effect, the magnification of the atmosphere. So thinking about all this and thinking about what I just shown you regarding atmospheric lensing, magnification, refraction, all that with regard to cities and objects at a distance on the land, I got to thinking, I wonder how this would work with the sun and moon. So this is what I came up with. I've got my magnifying sheet frame, and I created a little stand to paste the sun on it and keep it the same height over the flat surface of the table. So the sun is always going to be parallel with the surface. And check this out. All right, here's the first test of a sun moving over a flat surface, and with no atmospheric magnification, it does what we might expect it would. It gets smaller as it goes away from us. All right, now let's see what happens when we add in our atmospheric magnification. Again, water and refraction. Water causes magnification and refraction, right? So let's bring the sun back. Oh, check this out. Refraction bends the light downward. It made the sun set on the parallel surface. As it was moving parallel, the same height, the whole way over a flat surface. The refraction caused the sun to set. Not only that, well, let's bring in the beginning of that little test, and we see that it maintained pretty much the same size, too. Pretty close. And of course, that's because as it's moving away, the magnification is still taking place. And so, even though the sun's further away than it was in the beginning of the test, the magnification basically preserved the same size, and the refraction made it set. Of course, again, depending on how much moisture is in the air, we could see that the sun doesn't appear to change in size at all as it goes down. You can see sometimes, perhaps, that it looks like it's getting bigger when it goes down. You ever see like a really big sunset or moonrise, moonset, you know, where one of them looks really large on the horizon? Well, that could be because there's lots of moisture in the air causing that effect. Or when there's less moisture in the air, obviously you won't have as much magnification taking place, and so it looks smaller as it goes away. So it's all relative to the amount of moisture that's in the air. Now, I'm just going to put forward a crazy idea for you to think about. And that is, if Rob Skiba could figure this out, I'm just going to go out on a limb here. I think it's quite possible that the creator of the cosmos could have figured out the same thing and engineered our beautiful sunsets. Thanks to all that water he placed in our atmosphere. Just something to think about. Thank you.
That's a whole lot of things, a lot of things for me anyway. That's when I finally decided I'm just going to commit. And I'll say this, the verbal abuse that just radically increased, but so did the favor of God at the same time. I've never felt so blessed in my whole life that when I finally said, you know what, Father, I just believe you. And could it really be that simple? We're talking $10 in arts and crafts at Walmart. Just explain how the sun and moon work and all kinds of